Okay, so today I think we're going to mostly do flooring. Look, there's just a bat hanging out right there. Okay, so I am running low on deep slate, so I'm going to go out to mine more. Meantime, I wonder if we have capacity to do some smelting. I can wait for the super smelter back home. I want to drop off some more stuff first. I have too much stuff in my inventory right now. Oops. Guessing that was an unloaded chunk. I think I saw some people put chunk loaders every so often on my cart trucks like this. Oh, I did not expect that. Hello, Grace. I do have chat on my phone on the side of my monitor today, so hopefully this works a little bit better than last time where I didn't know there were messages at all. The cat is meowing right now. I kind of wish I had pushed the talk off. Maybe she was audible in that one. It's meowing a lot right now. And this is the part where she crawls onto them. Okay. She is... Okay. Okay. She makes to bite my fingers with her compromised teeth. Seems to be doing pretty well for a cat whose canine just broke. You, I need to sell things to you. Yeah, she's eating. She has eaten 2 meals of dry food today and a meal of wet food with cut up. I'm planning on continuing cutting up her food for a while. Today's her first day off meds, so I'm glad to see that her eating habits have not changed. I also may have forgotten which key I bound to push to talk and may have dropped some narration. I'm looking for a second Fletcher. Because I think there's a Fletcher around here that's not master rank yet. But I don't know where it is. Probably not on this floor. So, there is also this bug where villagers like to go to the upper floors and get stuck upstairs eventually. So, yeah, thankfully that's no longer happening, but that's why most of this facility is not actually in use by villagers. I will post a picture of Ishii-chan to the Discord after the stream. Yeah, my hopes are not high that I'm going to be able to find the second Fletcher. I'm probably just wasting time at this point. Actually, at this point, I may have lost the first Fletcher as well. Here we go. And I can no longer trade flint. So this facility, I don't remember how long this facility took to make. Not too long, I think maybe a day or two. But I may also be misremembering because, you know, games. Now the question is, do I actually want to try to find the second Fletcher and sell the rest of this flint, or just give up? I give up. Well, I mean, I'm referring specifically to this one building, the Yeshki. Let's see. Most of this was originally a village. This is Arakes Shack. I don't actually know Ariake. I don't know how he pronounces his name. But yeah, it's an adapted shack built into some abomination. But yeah, I may very well be misremembering this Yeshki. Could be anywhere from 2 days to a week. Telemo's not bad, I guess. The main objective is deepslate farming, or mining, rather. I wonder where all my torches are. Did I put them in a... Wait, is that the second... Oh my god, I found the second Fletcher. Level up. And now he's also a master. Don't know what I was expecting out of that. I don't use crossbows. And now he's no longer accepting flint either. Yeah, so a lot of flint came out of that ocean dome construction. Thanks to the fortune shoveler. So yeah, I'd like to find the torches. I'm trying to kind of phase out torches in favor of end rods because I have way too many blaze rods I need to get rid of. But I already began stylizing the deep slate region with torches, so I'd like to be consistent. But also I have no idea where my torches are at this point. Ishi has departed the lab. Alright, end rods it is. I began mining one of these areas. Oh yeah, I began this one and I got sad because I only had end rods. As I take off the torch by accident. On the one hand, I want to keep this, organized and consistent and in these pseudo domes. On the other hand, I do acknowledge that this is a waste of time. I think it looks slightly cooler than just strip mining the whole place. At the expense of having to count. Oh yeah, so the blazes, for one, it's on easy mode, but that's not actually why. If you take a a potion of fire resistance, the blazes do virtually nothing to you. Like their normal attacks are completely fire attacks, so they only damage you if you touch them. Once you drink a fire resist potion. Yeah, about the stylistic choices, like if the Hololive Minecraft streams, they're all about style. I mean, there's the whole thing about how the EN server is like barbarism, but like I think it was the ID server, especially like when Ollie is narrating. She goes on and on about how the ID and JP servers have all these, I don't know, stylistic choices or art sense that I could only dream of. I mean, you can tell with the Yashki, it's basically a big black building. Whereas if I actually knew how to make style or had a sense of style, it would probably have a lot more color. Where do we upgrade this to 5? Oh, this is only efficiency 4. So the silky pickaxe is actually more efficient. The slight downside of that is it gives me deep slate and not cobbled leaf slate, but at the same time they just patched it so that you can actually make cobbled stuff out of... Not cobbled stuff, you can actually make polished deep slate out of deep slate. On the other hand, my silky pickaxe is pretty damaged. It's probably worth it. Oh, let's try. This is efficiency 5 versus efficiency 4. Let's see if I can tell the difference. Just barely. I may have mined an extra layer. Oh yeah, I absolutely mined an extra layer there. Or not. Yeah, I can't. Advantage of mining deep slate rather than cobbled deep slate, I can just put it down if I mess up. So the goal with the ocean city, which I'm trying not to jinx myself by calling DS9, is to make it look like DS9, like Deep Space Nine, the space station in Star Trek. It's going to have a lot more color, even if the lot more color is mostly brown, and I think I just mined an extra block again. Oops. This looks wrong. What did I do? Maybe it's not wrong, I just can't count. Okay, now for the real challenge. How the hell do I use end rods to... Okay, that looks really weird. I don't like that. That's slightly better. So the aesthetic that I'm going for in the, what's it called? In the DS9 is... I'm trying to make the end rods look like, what's it called? Fluorescent lamps. So let's see what that looks like. I don't know that this works. Stop. Okay, with 4 it's kind of weird, but it kind of works. Is it any better than the reticle? Okay, this would look funny. I'm not going to keep it like this, but actually that looks kind of nice. This would be a nice waste of end rods, but at the same time, interesting. I'm going to screenshot this. Oh, this is going to be a huge waste of end rods. But yeah, I have a lot of blaze rods to spare, so yeah, I'm going to do it. Now the primary goal of this expedition is to mine deep slate, but at the same time I am also using more tuff than I used to be using, because apparently polished tuff is what I decided to use for flooring in the DS9 construction. Someday I'm going to internalize these counts. Oh, hello. So the Bibu axe is a fortune pickaxe. That is how those stacks of diamonds came to be. I've actually wasted a lot of diamond because back in the end dragon fighting days, so I have this record on Discord. I think we actually talked about it. Um, yeah, so my first attempts at the end dragon were instant failures where I basically died on the starting platform. That wasted two full sets of enchanted diamond armor, so many diamonds have blinked out of existence in this world. Fortune or not fortune. Efficiency 5 isn't it really isn't as fast as I was hoping. In particular, I really can barely tell the difference between this and efficiency 4. Is that right? 2, yeah, that's right. And the diamond scar. And that's 3, right? No, that's 4. Good enough. And time to waste some end rod. How many is that? That's like 10, 12 end rods per. That's 12 end rods per cell. This could indeed get expensive. But again, not like in short on blaze rods or what are they called? Chorus poppers. Popped forest fruits. And maybe I probably shouldn't keep going to tough. I don't need that much tough. I'm also not feeling fantastic about how much stress I'm putting the silky pickaxe under. Okay, seriously, how much slower is the Bibu axe? Okay, it is noticeably slower. I don't remember if I have a efficiency villager yet or librarian yet. I also feel like, didn't I just repair this pickaxe? There may be another blaze farming expedition in the near future. Of course, the Bibu axe is also self-repairing from the diamonds. I was briefly considering mining the redstone with the silky pickaxe to self-repair it, but of course, I don't think it generates any experience if it doesn't break the redstone, so the silk touch is kind of a self-defeating thing there. Just curious about that one. I feel like I did this wrong. Oh, oops. What happened there? Wait, what? Does deepslate have an orientation? Oh my god, deepslate has orientation. I did not know this. I think that's like top Kudarnai knowledge that I learned today. We are not too low in inventory space just yet, but I do still have that shulker box. I'm gonna laugh if I break this pickaxe by accident. It's too bad I don't think everything's like the Nitro, where if you break it by accident, it just stays in your inventory as a broken state. Pretty sure if you break an enchanted like pickaxe like this, it just poofs like everything else. I don't want to break my silk touch efficiency 5 on breaking 3 mending pickaxe. Fortune, on the other hand, is super nice. So much redstone already. Damn. Orientation. Knowing there's orientation is one thing. Decoding the orientation to go this way? No, that looks really wrong. Oh, okay. I think it has to be placed vertically. And probably sideways. Yeah, that looks right. I probably can't do it on the side, can I? Yeah, no. This is kind of a shame. I could just pretend not to notice. Speaking of which, is there a difference between... I don't think there's a difference. If there's a difference, I can't tell. But is there a difference this way? It looks to me like there's a difference with that one. There's definitely a difference, but it's so subtle. Yeah, this is like beyond me. Okay, I should probably empty my inventory. Oh, I'm dumb. If I hold my silky pickaxe in one hand and my BB axe in the other, okay, now I can repair. Unless it is mending, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just complained about it being mending. Yeah. It's kind of hard to tell which one's which. This is silky. Seems kind of a shame. I know I placed torches like in random crannies just to keep things from spawning them. It seems kind of a shame to leave an end rod like that, but end rods are the new torches. Now that I got rid of all my deep slate, I can't patch this hole. Yet. Damn. I guess I should just learn at this point. Naturally generated deep slate is placed on the bottom or something. The words don't make as much sense as the geometry. This is my first time streaming with narration, and I think it helps a lot. I think it helps that I naturally talk to myself all the time, even at work. I'm also one of the incredibly many people in the world, probably almost... I'm one of the many, many people in the world who has a complex about their own voice, so... Yeah. That looks weird. Is it... Do I have to place it on top? Is that... Uh... And I'm out of end rods. I feel like there's a fable in there somewhere, some kind of a moral. Did I spend a whole night there? Long elevator is long. There they are. What else do I have? Those are the emeralds I just... Why am I holding? Oh, I think they were from the second Fletcher. I never placed them. Okay, that makes sense. Kind of wish or feel like I should be consolidating the P, Mazuli, Mazuli, however people say it, into blocks rather than just keeping it sparse like this. I also feel like maybe I should just put a, I don't know, crafting table here, just that. It's not like this librarian. So I placed this nocturne back before I knew how to. Back when I thought like it was possible to just random a ineffective librarian. What? Why is this novice librarian? Where's this? Okay, where is this guy's workbench or work site? Okay, random novice librarian. Anyway, so yeah, my first librarian, I was like, I'm going to evolve this guy organically. Or I'm just going to keep placing work sites until I get a librarian that gives me mending. That was so naive. I mean, the number of rerolls you have to do, even when you're intentionally rerolling for a certain spell, yeah, would never have happened. Sleeping with you. Oh, I'm sleeping with another librarian. Yeah, this is probably the first one because he's offering no spells of worth, and I just took him master thinking that he could give me mending, which absolutely did not happen. And of course, name tags pre-update. Yeah, this guy generated pre-update and got locked in, so now he has super expensive name tags that are not worth it. Now that you can craft name tags. Butcher is worthwhile. So Ariake says he made no contributions to this server, but so one thing that he did contribute is McDonald's over here. So originally his complaint was that in this tundra biome we kept running out of food. Yeah, that's not a problem anymore. The one thing is that we don't have a automatic wheat farm here. We have a wheat farm, but it's totally manual. And I didn't want to pollute this. This is supposed to be a somewhat organic village that, never mind, we completely made die out. Okay, so that was a story. This village actually died out because I placed this nether portal there and didn't realize that the villagers would just wander in. Oh, are you asking what is the cow farm there? Okay, so let me demonstrate the cow farm. Oh, meanwhile, the story is the villagers walk into that thing and then they can't get out, or they don't try to get out. So we just lost our villagers to the nether portal. My bad. This might actually take longer than I want it to. I know there are some people who do this using a piston automatically, and it seems super efficient and super cheap. But yeah, I had this thing about wanting to make this an organic village, so I didn't want to have any villager cruelty. Fast forward to now when the first thing in DS9 is an iron farm, which is like villager and what's it called? Iron golem cruelty. Speaking of cruelty, so what McDonald's is it's some kind of a, shall we say, cow farm. So I've seen cow farms, like fully automatic pistons and cow killers and whatnot. This, so I actually thought this was a patched bug, but it have enough. I'm gonna say mobs, although I think there was some thing that Mojang posted way back when about how it's supposed to be pronounced mobs. Anyway, when you have a certain number of mobs in a certain area, they die. So this is an absolutely not cruelty-free farm. So right now there's 27 one moment of pleasure and then whatever pain. Oh, yeah, you can see they're already dying. Yeah, they just die. I think it's called mob packing or something. So yeah, that's what this is. This is McDonald's. This is McDonald's. Eat fresh. And this one's my contribution, which is KFC. I think in theory KFC can also be prone to mob packing. The problem with KFC is that there's no sorter, so if things start dying, chicken and feathers will just start piling up in the dispensers and start cycling and not having any point, which is kind of unfortunate. I think if I do this in DS9, it will have an auto sorter of some sort. Also, the really annoying thing is that if you don't turn off the spawner, I mean, for one, there's the lag problem, which I haven't experienced yet, but for two, it just gets really noisy. Recitus. Because when they stop being eggs, it clicks, like worse than the chickens do. Where's the butcher? I like how I'm still holding the pickaxe. Actually, I also picked up some XP back there in the farm. Should have been holding. I was holding the wrong pickaxe. Where's the butcher? There you are. Ooh, upgrade. Butchers take berries. Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. Dried kelp. I do have a lot of kelp. I can probably smelt it and sell that to the butcher. That was me. So there's also time lag and that may have been the actual cat for me. Or my actual cat. Not the last. She's sleeping now. Now the question is, do I have enough stuff to... I'm also still really worried about this. You know what? Now's a good time to go show off the... what's it called? Yes, the what's it called? The zombie farm. It is, of course, less productive than the blaze farm, but it's also less work because you don't have to drink a potion and or go brew new potions. It's like, what's it called? The potions of fire resistance are cheap, but you still have to go brew them. So, taming. The only animal I've tamed in on this server was a parrot who lasted basically one expedition, and then I accidentally killed it. I think I was building something or something and I accidentally punched the parrot and it died. Which I absolutely do not want to do with that. Also, my sword actually is not mending yet, so I should probably do that at some point. This is super exciting, I know. Ow. I don't know if the easy server, the server that's spontaneously turned easy, is, what's it called, is affecting the spawner spawn rates. Ow. But this farm has never been really fast. I think it's, they say like, what is it, 20 minutes to level 30? Thankfully I'm only trying to repair, so hopefully this goes a little faster. I could also just go around trying to no, I can't use this as silk touch pickaxe. I wish I knew what it was about those baby zombie hitboxes. They can get me unless I'm too out of range to even pick up things. This is super exciting. Oh, you know what? There's a better way to do this. So, the super smelter has this lever that you can use to turn off the hoppers on the bottom and allow for XP collection. Of course, you can also, just break the smelters. But what's the fun in that? This rail actually goes off a long while in the other direction as well. I actually probably should have just shown a tour of that. It's kind of a scenic drive or whatever. But yeah, I'll do that. Why not? I have no reason to go there anymore. Actually, I do. So at the end of this, at the end of the other direction, there's actually a trial chamber, which I have not fully explored yet. I have also not used the, the potions of ill omen or whatever. So I haven't unlocked any of the, what are they called? Ominous boxes? Yeah, this is a much earlier iteration of the rail system, which does seem to be holding up. At the very least, the stations are still the auto-dispensing stations, which took a little bit to get right, because as you saw with the first, the first station we kind of arrived at, so this is the scenic route. So the first station the first stations I tried to do were using flames to reclaim the minecarts, which kind of works, except that they have a tendency to, if anything slightly goes wrong, eat the minecarts. The cactuses are a lot more reliable in that the cacti, they repel the minecarts that they destroy, so they don't. So they tend not to destroy the minecarts unless unless they like arrive in a perfect diagonal or something. I actually don't quite remember how to get to the trial chamber. Not that way. This might also be a waste of time. Actually, no, because the trial chamber is a good place to get XP. So yeah, this is I meant to do this. How's my inventory? Okay, I have plenty of space. I should have brought a potion of bad omen or whatever if I knew what I was going to do. Actually, don't I have a sign? I think I have a sign somewhere pointed to the. Yeah, I just went around in a big circle. I have a sign pointed at the where the trial chamber is. It goes that way. It's pointed up. Wait, up? Did I miss something? There is no up. Can I just not read? I probably just can't read. I'm pretty sure it's pointed this way. Yeah, because this is the zombie, the non-tamed zombie spawner. Okay, so if it's this way, then, where is it? This is rapidly becoming not the most efficient way to get XP. I think it's time to find more signs. Wait, are all my signs in DS9? All my signs are in DS9. Also have to be careful and use the silk touch pickaxe to mine the ender chest. Oh, here we go. Somewhere, there it is. Is that a zombie? No, that's the chamber. I lived, but it was unpleasant. Okay, who's gonna give me XP today? Wow, this is so much faster than the zombie farm. Although XP-wise, it's not doing too much better than... Actually, it is doing slightly better than the Blaze Farm too, I think. There's one of the aforementioned ominous loot boxes that I have yet to open. I actually have never drunk a potion of omen or whatever you want to call it. Whatever it's called. Partly because they scare me. Although if there's any time... Crap, how do I want to handle it? Okay. Yeah, because I can't hold my shield because that would defeat the purpose of trying to use or hold the pickaxe in my other hand. This is annoying though. And I'm poisoned. This is like a free for all. Wow, this is chaos at this point. I like how I'm not dead yet. But I should probably eat something. Why am I still holding a hoe? I don't know if this is easy mode or the good armor. I'm pretty sure this is not just the good armor. I'm pretty sure this is half because it's easy mode. Which lends credence to my hypothesis that the server used to be on normal and spontaneously switched to easy after the upgrade. Those things are annoying. Really? Okay. Just don't make me get out my bow. Oh, come on. See, on the one hand, my bow would be convenient. On the other hand, this is a looting sword. On the third hand, where the hell is my bow? But on the other hand, on a fourth hand, this is a full set of thorns armor, so the more I get attacked, the more things die. This doesn't make this any less annoying. And the pickaxe is still only like 3/4 repaired. So yeah, that was chaotic. And yeah, I know this. I know it's currently in easy mode, but like I don't think it's supposed to be in easy mode. I'm pretty sure it used to be in normal mode because swear I saw it, but also because things don't seem to be spawning nearly as often as they used to. With the exception of the trial chamber. I also remember the trial chamber being a lot more harrowing, but that was before enchantments. I'm hungry again. And of course, looting sword means oh my, okay, plenty of rotten flesh already. Maybe I should not be using looting sword, because at this point I'm going to have to empty my inventory again. That is not my bow. Ishi has once again returned to my map, by the way. She found this. Oh, hello. Oh no. This is going to be all Thorn's armor. But I think these guys provide a lot of XP, so hopefully they'll make up for the durability I lose in armor. Chicken. Huh. Ow. I'm outside. Oh, they kind of wish I could block with the pickaxe. I know it would make no sense, but it doesn't stop me from wishing. What is down here? And why do I hear zombies? Have I not been down here yet? I mean, I've clearly looted. Okay. Oh, hello. I need that map. Is that chicken? Can I get to the chicken? Huh. Hope that was worth it. Sadly, you know what? I think we've repaired this enough. I think we'll just head out. I don't know where the other spawners is. I mean, clearly there wasn't because I heard a bunch of zombies or whatever. Wait, have I not used that yet? I put it in the ender chest and oh, trident. I think this is the first trident I got in this game or in this server. Is there another box that I didn't access yet? Do I want to care about it? It's only a matter of time before I accidentally use the Bebo axe on the ender chest. I believe when that happens, I will end up with a pile of obsidian and a broken heart. By the way, those are not my beds. I think those are auto-generated. I may also be lost. This is why I should put exit signs everywhere. Yeah. Now the way out, I definitely wish I'd brought my signs. I can probably make more signs. Yeah, I have the supplies to make signs. I'm gonna make more signs. Although there's a See, on one hand, I don't actually know which way is out. On the other hand, like I could always place signs to mark the ways to the chamber. This is not either way. I'll do it. Why not? The why not is because I do not have a crafting table. I know I can make a crafting table, but it's like a shame, right? Yeah, I should be holding one anyway, so I might as well. The spider web surprised me. I mean, they obviously didn't just spawn, but I saw a video semi-recently saying to use Unicode arrows for the signs. As much as I appreciate the sentiment, I am not the kind of person who remembers. Um, I want to do it that way. Who remembers what the keystroke sequence is to enter Unicode code points or even other one. Okay, good. I swear, every time it's like a roll of the die whether I end up with a pile of obsidian or an ender chest. I put the signs back in, didn't I? Part of me wants to just break the ender chest with a non-silk pickaxe for science, even though obviously, I mean, that's not science. I've read. Okay, never mind. Glossing thing about peer review and whatever. Anyway, um, I'm trying to type with one hand because my push to talk is on my right hand. Is it just me or does the spacing for that one look different? Okay. And laugh is this is a dead end. This is not a dead end. This is where is this? So the reason I don't have signs in this because I had um, subscribed to the philosophy that instead of placing signs, you should just dig a straight path. I cannot type and talk at the same time. But obviously that has not entirely worked because oh, I recognize this place. This is the place that wasn't it. Which means that huh. Huh. Can I walk past I can walk past this. This seems okay. For completeness, I'm pretty sure there was another way to get a trial chamber, so I'm pretty sure I didn't turn left here. I should also probably go ahead and mark the exit while I'm here. Now the real question is, did I just save more time than did I just save more time in the long run than I just wasted making those signs? The world may never know. I'm going to AFK for a moment during this ride. Now, perhaps the question I should be asking is, why am I bothering to go back to that other area when there's plenty of deepslate here? No, come back. Fuck. Well, I guess we're going back. Sometimes you make decisions, other times you have them made for you. Thanks for joining. The Curse of Choice. Oh, diamonds? I don't want that. Oh, another implication of using end rods instead of torches. You can't walk through end rods. This may not have been as well thought out as I had hoped. I guess that works. Did I just... First try. Hope that was worth it. I could just stay up here and mine the rest of the deepslate. You know what? Why not? I am after deepslate after all. That is the primary purpose, not diamonds. Yes, deepslate is more valuable than diamonds to me right now. I say that as if I have plenty of diamonds where, if I tried to build a beacon with full diamonds, I would absolutely... I don't think I have enough for that. I say as if I had a... What's it called? A wither... whatever. Another star, which I do not. I will say the efficiency 5 pickaxe is kind of nice in an empty open space, but I don't have to worry about counting. That kind of bothers me a little bit. You know, on one hand, it's better there than like out here. It would be disrupting the nature or the naturally generated terrain, which, you know, is kind of the choice that we make, the trade-off between doing it in wide open spaces like this versus back in the, I don't know what you're gonna call it, the, I don't know, OCD dome hell. This kind of works. There's no guiding principle here. If there's a guiding principle, it's shaving off one block at a time, and I'm not sure that can be called a guiding principle. It's more like a self-delusion, really. Could be said that building straight paths is also a great way to mine more deep slate. It could be said, but I guess I just said it. Oops. It is mind-blowing how fast these, what is the efficiency rating on this? Efficiency 4, so it could actually be faster. I'm kind of hoping that an efficiency 5 shovel makes as short work of sand as the Fortune 4 does of gravel. No, it's not like the not Fortune 4. Efficiency 4 is already obliterating sand at a quick enough pace. Oh, hello. Trial chamber. Where am I that I'm right next to the trial chamber? And should I just break into the trial chamber? I feel like this self-delusion is becoming costly. You know, in terms of time. I swear I'm not usually this focused on efficiency. I mean, this is very much a Jikan no Mura. Please excuse my pronunciation, still working on everything. That looks familiar. This also seemed like an interestingly good way to fall into lava. You'd think I wouldn't be afraid of falling into lava anymore, but it's not like I'm holding a potion of fire resist. And I still have yet to find a netherite upgrade template. Or netherite for that matter. I'm unclear. It seems people are excited about finding netherite, even if they maybe don't necessarily have an upgrade template. Do you not need an upgrade template? Because my impression was that you needed to find an upgrade template in a what is it called, a bastion or whatever, like a nether fortress, the uber nether fortress, which I have yet to find even a single one of. I think I'm lost again. Which I also thought I was beyond. I graduated from being lost. But then again, I haven't been caving as much recently. This is not a way out. This is a good place to mine, though. Oh, inventory's full. Why do I have gravel? Did my fortune... I think my fortune shovel actually met a piece of gravel through. The nerve of it. Yeah, that didn't last long. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, I should really be using a black shulker box for deepslate. Speaking of Chikan no Muda. Muda gayo. Chikan no Muda. It'd be kind of cruel if normal pickaxes also broke shulker boxes. Like, broke as in destroyed. Pretty sure it came from this direction. There's also, what is it, no correlation between surety and accuracy or whatever, but whatever. As exhibited by my not having come from this direction. I'm really tempted to just break through that wall. Because, I mean, that's a known reference point. I say as I recall that I did get lost trying to get out of the trial chamber as well. Oh, here we are. This is the wrong way. That is a sign. I have more room in my inventory. The question is, are we ever going to get back to the ocean whatever construction? We absolutely have enough deepslate now to finish the floor. Let me put it that way. At least, you know, the floor of that one dome. Wait. Oh. So my plans for the dome that we are currently working on, I believe that is going to be the super smelter, and it's going to be in the junction of at least a bamboo farm, so it can what's it called, auto fuel. May also have a reed farm on the other side because they're similar. I will not get out of the minecart. The junctions here are designed so that you can flip the switch and then keep on going. So they're absolutely not designed to be exited to exit out of the minecart. And if you do exit out of the minecart like I did, it is very likely that you will push the minecart off in a direction that you don't want it to go. Like so. This too used to be a flame reclaimer, and it too has claimed several minecarts. This is also an older version where the dispenser is not accessible, which makes minecart management more challenging. Part of the reason for that is because, I mean, part of it's obviously because it's an older one. Part of it's because it's a more compact freedom to engineer. I don't know the trowel key. Do I have like a box of trowel keys somewhere around here? I feel like I can't have used all my trowel keys to this point. Oh, lag. Why am I suddenly lagging? Crazy thing is, I don't think the lag is impacting the stream, so once again, I think it's server side. Okay, I'm looking at you. I feel like the server just spontaneously starts lagging at some points. It looks like. Did I disconnect? Okay, no, there we go. Well, no time like the present. Okay, this is getting bad. I might have to reconnect. See? What is that? Why did I just get a notification about the height limit? What is this? What is going on with the flag? I'm gonna reconnect. That's not a good sign. I may have to reset the VPN. Hopefully that doesn't impact the stream. It is possible that his server is just hosed. In which case, I suppose we may be ending the stream for tonight. In which case, I become really sad that we didn't actually do any construction this time. Try resetting the VPN one more time. Yeah, this is obviously a winner. Message area K. Hey, your server is suddenly a potato. Alright, well, we're gonna... Okay, it's back down to 6 milliseconds. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Good signs so far. Okay, we are back. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say we're so back. Fuck. Anyway. I don't know... I don't know how language works. Language evolves. Things happen. People say things. I still don't know where the trial chamber key should go. Seems like a problem for a copper golem if I had. The best location is probably in the chest of weird crap. You know what? One could argue that it goes in this chest of weird crap. Not you. Not you. Because this does include a bunch of things that came from this area. Yeah, you know what? Let's put it here. I obviously don't have enough. This isn't that good a potion, so I should upgrade this potion. Trident should probably go in my chest of weapons. Bows. I'm actually surprised I don't have a shulker box of bows. The reason I like to keep the dead bows is they make for very efficient ingredients for dispensers. Did I actually use them all? Wait, what? I'm confused. I'm actually more than really confused. I swear a bunch of bows. I need to be more organized about them. Oh, wait, is that? No, that's supposed to... What is basalt good for? Do I have to take that? I'm not gonna... I feel like we could actually... I don't know why I was expecting looking inside my what's it called? Okay, so there's our map at the end. There's our map of the world. What is she? Okay. Present. That's bothersome. Yeah, whatever. I think at this point there's a... Grab everything I need for that. I think it needs a better name than South Village, but whatever. Oh, right, I was gonna... Are these still smoking? Yeah, they're still smoking. Which means, as soon as... This one could actually be... Anyway. Do I have anything else I want to repair? Helmet. I don't think I have any other mending. Oh, fortune shuffler. What? I feel like that didn't actually repair that much. We could break the blast furnace. That somehow still didn't repair that much. Did something. Oh, I forgot about this one. I don't want to keep forgetting about this one. I don't like it. Why is it even here? Oh, that's why it's here. I mean, it's not like it's doing enough, because we can't, it's not part of the super smelter. We might as well just take it. DS9 would be a much better, what's it called, a much better place to use it. Especially because we're actually setting up a super smelter there, and it's probably going to be twice as big, at least. This one needs to be refueled too. I don't have the inventory space to refuel this. Yeah, okay, that answers that question. Now the next question is, if it fills with lava, does that go away? I don't think I want the answer to that question. I am once again sad. All 5 of those were from this super smelter, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Should we just go ahead and take the glass too? Ooh, that's a lot of glass. I don't have to take the glass just... Do I have a shulker box I can put that in? Once again, I feel like my inventory is too full of crap. I feel like this is acceptable. Why do I have redstone? Oh, because I put it there. By the way, the noise is the cactus farm. Don't know if we're going to want one of these in DS9. This is honestly quite much more cactus than I'm ever going to need. Gate is because villagers like to go down there and stop the minecart randomly, which is annoying. as much as I talk about villager freedom and like what's it called, organic whatever, I am not going to. I'm going to be thankful that the S9 is going to have the villagers under tight control, so that I don't have to worry about any of this. DS9 is full of fence gates, but for different reasons. Mostly for water elevators. I'm guessing they use poison arrows. I mean, it's not like I'm short on like flint. Although, actually, now I might be. Did I sell all my flint? I sold most of my flint. Okay, never mind. I still have some flint. Should probably still drop off the trident. This one. Actually, I like the other one better for this. This one is very frequently filled up with crap. In fact, I'm actually not sure where most of the crap is gone. Is that where all the bows used to be? Where did all the bows go? I don't think this is where the bows used to be. I clearly don't know what's going on. I should bring leather if we're gonna do more books. You. I don't want to bother killing chickens right now. I say as the butcher is right there. I don't have enough chickens for a chicken killing to be worth it right now. Half the leather seems like a good number. I need more food. That at least clears out the pork. South Village, South Village. I need a better name for this South Village. It is kind of a castle. I don't want to call it Castle Town, especially because the castle is not complete. That may never be complete. Yeah, so the aforementioned blaze rods, I want to get rid of those. So those are light sources. Did I forget magma? This is probably the magma cream. This polished deepslate wall. Do I need that? I bottle. Okay, what's that? That what? What is that status effect? And why does he have it? And why have the iron golems not killed him? That's pants. Yeah, the iron golems are definitely being killed. Oh, there it goes. Yep. Sounds like. So the thing about this is I love these gates. This is basically the whole reason for building this wall. It's not for security, it's just so I can have gates. The nice thing about the gates is that because you can breathe in the hold on. Because you can breathe in this, and it doesn't kill you, you can actually ride a horse through this just fine when it's open. Yeah, okay. You need to find anything good? Alright. Wait for a set of 3 to upgrade those. Is the slow falling one already upgraded? I think the slow falling one's already upgraded. Yeah, I remember it being half as effective, or half as long duration. What else do I need? I was gonna do the fire, but I only have 2 empty bottles, so I don't want to make another one. Let's probably find a wait. Good things come to those who wait. That's good things come to those who procrastinate. Eventually. Am I out of paper? I'm pretty sure I have paper in my ender chest. Huh. I'm good at resource management. I think I sold all my paper. Honestly, at this point I should actually probably have an ender chest in this village. I should not use all my paper. What was my goal here? Was I going to make another mending? Did I have a goal? I'm not sure how to have a goal. I would like to see if I can get an efficiency 5 book. I'm actually not sure why I'm being so stingy about the paper. It's not like I'm short on sugarcane. You know what? Why not? It's not like we... I mean, the reason I can make maps at any time, which is less... But, fuck. What am I doing wrong? Oh. Less of a concern now that I've stopped exploring so much, I guess. Although saying it aloud makes me a little bit sad. Like, there's not really a reason to explore right now because we are just developing things. Although, one could say, we still have not found Woodland Manor, so there is a reason. There are reasons to explore. And of course, there's the new biome, the sulfur cave. Actually, is that even released yet, or I think I saw conflicting information. It's end of business. That is a nice discount, though. I haven't made the books yet. I put all my leather away and I didn't make the books. Wow. So, I mean, don't want to rush mending, but it's not like I'm not gonna... I do want mending. Which one is this? Thorn Street. Yeah, expensive. So the real question is, do I have an efficiency librarian? Do I have a full set of thorns? I do not have a full set of thorns. I'm still not gonna buy thorns through right now. Do I only have one thorns? Oh. This seems wrong. Did I forget some armor in Central? Anyway, we're still gonna see if we have the efficiency 5. My hopes are not high. Sharpness 5. Especially I feel like I'm brute forcing it here. Again, the whole thing about organic. I mean, yes, I've re-rolled these villagers, but they're still semi-organic. And they're walking around and being annoying. Freedom is annoying. Sadly. I have a full set of protection, right, at least. Protection 3. I do not have a full set of protection. Now that mending discount has increased. I would complain that I need to be more scientific about this, but that's the whole DS9 effort. Oh yeah, the habitat ring on the DS9, by the way, is going to be a Ichiba, or whatever, the store thing with merchants. This one also is not very good. I think that's another one that I traded with before I knew what I was doing. Or before, at the very least, before I knew the folly of what I thought I was doing. Speaking of folly. At the very least, I think now they've all calmed down. Sharpness. So no efficiency yet. Crap. Alright, that was fun. I should move one of these books here. And I guess we should go back to Central to enchant this. Although, now that we have the iron farm, we can probably also distribute our anvils a little bit better. You know, we could just fucking build the iron farm in DS9, because that's going to happen anyway, so... Let's just do that. Still holding emeralds. once again, I mean, we are going to build a marketplace in DS9. That is Ichiba, right? Anyway, but that's I would say that's still kind of far in the future because the habitat ring doesn't even exist yet. The floor for the habitat ring doesn't even exist yet. Um, which isn't to say we couldn't start on it. We could start on it. Well, when that happens, the emeralds aren't just mined right away. I could put the emeralds in my ender chest. One could say that is actually the prudent thing to do. This ender chest is just mocking me. I'm also kind of toying with the idea of having redstone go from the switch to the switch point, with the lever to the switch point, so that I don't need 3 tracks, but I do like the visual effect of having 3 tracks. Just can't hook that actually. We're almost there. I do need to go grab another drink, though. Enjoy the view while I go grab another drink. She is meowing again. I think she was audible that time. Yeah? How are you feeling? Okay, off to construction. Finally, I think this is what, 3 hours in? Actually, no. Let's do the anvil first. I keep doing that. Break anvils with pickaxes without damaging them, right? In terms of raw need, the axe is the one that's most in need. But then again, in terms of finality, we can enchant another axe to some effect. The thing is, eventually we want the efficiency 5, but it's not like I'm going to get to a level 4. I'm actually on level 22, so actually that might actually happen soon. Why am I at level 23? I should be repairing every time I level, or every time I gain experience. You know, the answer to that question is probably because my sword is not mending. Let's just make the axe. Visit Nyan Sigimas. I should not be worrying so much about this. It's crazy that it only costs 2 XP. I know, I know. So the thing is, in order to make the brown for DS9, we are probably going to end up using a bunch of spruce. It's done. Crazy, you can't make cobble decent with it. I mean, I guess it makes a lot of sense. Two stacks was a good choice. You know, after all that, finishing the floor was really anticlimactic. It's not. We're also gonna need a water lock or some way of getting out of here. I mean, I guess we don't need to because we can always just use the docking ring. screenshotting this. Yeah, so the intent is for this to be the super smelter dome with a farm of some sort. Oh, hello. Did I read correctly that axes, while they do significant damage, get themselves damaged more quickly than swords and thus are not as suitable for XP farming or mending, rather? Mending based XP farming for the purposes of mending. Anyway, so one of these wings is going to be like a bamboo farm. One of these wings is going to be like a reed farm. And hopefully I can just feed the bamboo into the smelter. Hopefully with the big hand wave, because I do realize there's a spatial problem here. Or more efficiently built, for example, the smelter would be right next to the bamboo. Integrated even. Although part of the problem there is I don't know what the ratio is. For one, I don't know what the most efficient form of the bamboo is. I don't know if it's feeding it directly or turning the sticks or bamboo blocks. Probably not bamboo blocks. If I were to guess, I would guess sticks. But that guess is based on no actual, I should look it up. I'll look it up off stream. Now what I want to do. I do know that I want the super smelter to exist. Okay, you know what I need to do though is I need to refresh. Yeah, okay. Did I bring the sand? I brought the sand. Do I want to use the sand or do I want to feed it some more stone? How am I doing on stone? I have plenty of smooth stone. Did I? Oh, I didn't bring the sand. I brought the glass. Okay, stone it is. Once again, I feel like there are morals to this. I'm also noticing that I'm not holding anything to repair right now. Let's hold this one. I actually feel like I don't like this name. Axio question. There's also the lingering question of if I make my super smelter bamboo powered and self-fueling, then what do I really need all the lava? To which the current answer is I don't know. I should probably not build the bamboo farm until I know what kind of bamboo I'm farming. Although I could argue that there's enough space in between where the bamboo farm will be and where the super smelter will be that I have enough room for whatever machinery I might need. I could also just build the fourth dome for symmetry. But I think what I need most right now is the marketplace, which involves the habitat ring, which I have not designed yet. Which raises the question, why did I build this? I think I built this so that I could put the super smelter here. But, okay, I mean, who am I kidding? This smelter is not fantastic because it is manual. So the correct move here would be to go ahead and build the super smelter now. Fueling can be an exercise for later. I do need to also decide on a configuration. I know I want at least 4 furnaces. Do I want any blast furnaces? I probably want at least 1 blast furnace. 4x1's not bad. 5x1 would be more symmetric. So I've been waffling all of this again. And I can, of course, temporarily power it using lava. It's essentially parity with the central super smelter. I might omit the, Actually, I like the idea of having the, unload lever here as well. It's, it would take us less time to just build the super smelter or deciding whether or not to do it. Question about lighting, because right now the middle of the floor would be dark without those 4 end rods. Yeah, it's not fantastic. Let's build the smelter first. I mean, when the smelter's active, I think it produces light as well, so. That was effective. Another point of contention. These furnaces are currently in use. I say as they expire. Okay, never mind. We're okay. Fuck. I should just not be holding the shield. I'm pressing F too much. That works. I half don't know what I just did, but it seems to have worked. Do I have any more hoppers? We might as well start with the 4 furnaces and add the blast furnace later because we don't actually have ore right now that we want to smelt. So kind of awkward with the shield just sitting there in the hotbar. Oh. I'm not going to expand this just now. Could expand it by 2. Okay, so how does this look? This looks like chests, hoppers, furnaces, hoppers, chests. Okay. Do I have more chests? I need more chests. Might as well just max the chests. Where's my other... Oh, this one. There's not a lot of chests. Okay, let's see. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need at least 8, so yeah. Four hoppers is also not enough. Okay, so the chests. So we're gonna be 5 by. Yeah, okay, we can just do 2 and 2, and then 1 on each side. Yeah. We don't have to do the ones right now on the sides. Let's just keep it at 4 for now. Oh, we already have 5. Okay, why not? Actually, run out of hoppers, but whatever. Also, I don't like the asymmetry. This makes me really want to just build the blast furnace. Let's just build the blast furnace. It's also dubious if I have the blast furnace in front because I think that'll get the highest fuel priority. I mean, that's assuming we put the bamboo farm on the right. Front. Yeah, okay. It's all right, guys. Yeah, I think I need more, what's it called? Am I out of chests already? might be going overboard. Overboard. Why? Oh. 40 chests seems like it's going overboard. And yet, I for some reason feel like I'm not going overboard. Fun thing about the temporary sewing situation is I could actually do 3 double chests. Oh, that's wrong. That's dangerous. Cool, so even if sneak, you can still manage to make a double chest. As long as you target the chest itself. And the question is, do I want that to be a double chest? Or do I want it to be more symmetrical with the, what's it called? The heal chests. I like this effect more because it's symmetrical. That'll work. Yeah, that's like instantly high capacity. Okay, so how do I want the lighting to work? No, not that way. I mean, that's not terrible. It's not good. I think ideally it would be on the sides like this. One of each. Not like that. Can I build like scaffolding here? I don't think I can, not effectively. I could just use dirt. How's that? It will probably hover, it will absolutely hover. I mean, it's not dreadful. I could like support it with stuff on the side, perhaps. Do I have any walls? Deepslate brick. Let's use that to prototype. Actually, let's use tough brick to prototype. The question is, if I put a wall next to the And red will connect, it will not. Okay, let's not do that. I kind of just want to leave it like that, knowing that it's not what I really want to go for, but not having a better solution right now. I could use a solid block next to it, actually. Where's my polished stuff? I'm not thrilled that my inventory is full again. Why am I still holding the hoe? Oh, cool. Where's the rest of my tuff? Honestly, the tough brick is probably still what I want to go for. The only question is on top down with chiseled or polished. I don't think I like that. Might go well with the tough brick though. It's actually not bad. It's a little bit much, but it's not bad. Let's do a pure polished construction for. Well, okay. First, let's do polished with. So that's not fantastic. Yeah, I do want something in the middle for balance, but at the same time, I like the way that it is now, with nothing in the middle. I wonder if I can use iron bars for that. That's surprisingly not fantastic. Problem is, the seam between those two isn't. Okay, anyway. Um, Iron, whatever. For some reason, I feel like I have some. I don't remember where I got it, or where it might be. And it's not like I'm short on iron, so I could just make some. But maybe let's prototype with the copper grating first, the copper bars first. Issue is streaming. Okay, yes, that's not what we want. For comedic effect. Yeah, that's not what we want. If I were to finish that bar, that would not be terrible, but it would not be what I want. Honestly, I think the hovering is fine. I'm pretty sure I don't want this frame thing. If I do the frame thing, I'm not going to want the lights like this. I could just put the lights next to it. That's surprisingly simple. I don't think I like it though. I think the I'm turning one to the channel on this again. I think the hovering is for the best. At least for now. This isn't exactly temporary. Let's call it temporary. And I'm also noticing that I could have been smelting this whole time, so my bad. It's not like I have anything here that I particularly need to smelt. I have plenty of polished stone already. The only thing that I might need to smelt is sand, and I left that all in central. At this point, I'm also somewhat honestly worried that if I smelt all my stone, I might not have my stone left. Although this shulker buck would seem to have otherwise to say. To say otherwise. Okay, so maybe the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to think about what to do with this next floor. It's the problem isn't the next floor. The problem is the full evolution. So I do want the column to. Okay, want is a bit of a strong word. I am considering having the column taper off a little bit, but I also want the habitat ring to be kind of huge. So if the habitat ring is as big as I want it to be, it seems a little bit dubious to have the neck or whatever be as small as it could be, which is essentially the width of the water outlet. Trying not to think about what the domes look like right now. Anyway, that's not okay. So with the ring, it'll be a lot less dubious, shall we say. The ring will probably be at least. So the domes are what, 16-ish? She is now walking over the keyboard again, or the computer. The domes will be. No, the domes are about 16-ish, right? Yeah. Which means that the habitat range should probably be about 20 in radius. Because the domes are about 8 in radius and 16 in diameter. At the very least, I'm getting an idea of where I want the height of the habitat ring to be about here. So probably one more floor up. If it's one more floor up, the tapering shouldn't actually be that bad. I can have some tapering in it. It wouldn't really matter. There's a slight consistency issue in that we won't have stairs in there at that point. We could actually still have stairs. It's not like the villagers are going to be using them anyway. We could at the very least scaffold it out, by which I mean like using, I don't know, Okay, so here's another question. What do we want the floor? Okay, now we want the floor to be polished deep slate, probably. We know it's going to be an even number. And one way or another, we know the central shaft geometry will be looking like. So let's build that now. Perhaps the most boring part will actually be setting up the water elevator terminus. It'll look exactly like this. Wait, is that correct? Why is that like that? Why is that like that? What is that? Should that even exist? I am puzzled. Why is that there? No, seriously, why is that there? It seems to serve no purpose. I don't know why that was there. Okay, so it's gonna look like this, which means 10 gates and like 8 trapdoors. I thought we had 8 trapdoors, I must have put this somewhere. There's your most of our gates. We are some out of wood again. I'm feeling that if we build all 9, it wouldn't be a waste. I also feel like I should build more trapdoors. I think that's fine. Okay, so down shaft to everything else surrounded by 3, 1, 2. Yeah, okay. So the crucial point is this axis is that way, that axis is. It's funny, Yishi is trying to bite my fingers, but she knows that tooth is bothering her. By bothering her, I mean basically non-existent slash disintegrated and now stuck against her gum, which I'm still not sure why it's stuck against her gum. Um, Thankfully, she is still eating, so we can wait for the dental specialist appointment. And hopefully, it will all be um, less of a dubious experience than it was in the US. We'll see. But yeah, she seems happy right now. She is, shall we say, a very chill cat. This night. So Yeah, I think it was yesterday or the day before. When I first built this area, the first time I came up the water elevator after it was constructed, I set off a creeper. So that was fun. That's how it works, right? Yeah, that looks right. Although, that's wrong. No, no, that's wrong. It's backwards. There we go. Okay, so this is probably up. Down, down, up, up. I keep forgetting if I've done push to talk or if I'm just talking to myself. That's wrong. The up column probably needs a full coverage, doesn't it? Oh, the up column. Okay, the up column needs to be surrounded by the other side of the down column. Okay, not that. Crap. That was wrong. Okay, once more feeling. Up column, so down column. Up column is going to be here. Other side of down column, which means I need a surface. And I believe that needs to be, what's it called? Soul sand. One question is, do I actually even need an elevator here? That's one question. The other question, because okay, it's only going to be going up essentially 2 floors. Um, Perhaps a more correct question is, should I even have this elevator stop, or should I just go directly to the habitat ring and have stairs come down here? The problem with the stairs is that I have to offset the offset the lights differently, but that's not really a problem. The bigger problem with the stairs, perhaps, is I really don't like this, that I had to do the single width stair here in order to make the numbers work out or access the doors. So to explain a little bit, perhaps it's easiest to see down here. The reason the single width stairs are required is because you have to make the transition between floors between 2 doors. Otherwise, one of the doors ends up being blocked by the stairs, which is not what you want. I say that, but it seems like that shouldn't be true. Okay, so here's like a pseudo example. this could be one up higher. But yeah, so even if it was one up higher, you'd still not be you'd be able to access the store because of that. Now, if it were two up, that is possible. So you could actually start this layer here, and then you'd end up here, which just barely lets you access both. Not sure I like that. I mean, of course I didn't do it. Now I'm second guessing myself. Maybe we should try it. The weird thing is, if I try it and I don't like it, it's gonna be a pain to restore. On the other hand, if I try it and I like it, then that would effectively be a way around this weird numbers thing here. The truth is, we're not going to be using the docking ring very often, because who uses boats? I mean, besides for transporting villagers. I was thinking for transporting villagers they'd have a helipad, but the docking ring is a natural solution, I think. This is really bothering me now. Maybe I do want to try the double width stair here. Okay, this may be the last thing we do today. I'm gonna try it. If it doesn't work, then I will have wasted time and called it a day. And thankfully, if it does, I mean, I can just try this one floor. If it does work, then, well, profit. She is now sleeping in the lap. You can tell that she is still tender. She is purring, not technically purring, but a gentle purring way. Not that much. Let's see. Okay. Something about YOLO. I feel like I should have screenshotted that. There's always this stream. Okay, so to make this work, we're going to start early. I actually already don't remember how the rest of this is supposed to work. Damn. Okay, so it's like 2 2, then 3 3, 2 2 3 3 2 2. Okay, that's relatively easy to remember. And the twos are aligned here. So 2 2. Okay, got it. So it'd be 2 2. Not that way. Three. What'd I just do? Sweet. Not there. I'm tempted to inspect Ishi's mouth. Okay, so this is definitely possible. This light is not in the way. This light is not possible. This light has to change. Half-light's not the worst thing in the world, actually. How does it look with the thing fully capped? Not terrible, actually. I could live with this. I could live with this, and let's see, this could effectively... I don't think I'd want to close this off in either case. The access is not terrible. It is less free than the single version. So the problem with the single version is it makes the stair access impractical. But the problem with this version is it makes the elevator access slightly stranger, but it's not like it's bad. Okay, let's try see if that's the downside. The downside. Yeah, that's not bad at all. And once again, I can't remember if I've been narrating or if I'm talking to myself. Is this done? Oh. Now is this actually done, or did I... You know what? It's not important. Okay, so the real question is, do we want to stay? Do we want to stick with this? The beauty of it is there's sunk cost fallacy either way. Okay, so ultimately, I do not like the extra crampedness here. The related question, though, is still, does it improve the access of the top to the point where we can just get rid of the water elevator stop? And then the related question there is, do we actually gain any benefit from getting rid of the water elevator stop, or do we just have it stopping open floors? So as a reminder, this is what the craptastic stair looks like. It is a lot more space. Those lights will have to change as well. maybe I leave this like this for now, and I'll think about it overnight. Okay, end of stream. To anyone who's watching this in the future, thank you and good night.